Hi, it's Kate here from the Safeguarding Academy and welcome to this week's 5-minute masterclass. This week we're talking about pre-proceedings meetings. You'll recall if you've been following this series over the last few weeks that we've been talking about everything from recording disclosures right the way through to child protection conferences and the child in need process. The pre-proceeding stage comes after both of those elements of the child protection process. Each of the elements of the child protection process looks at working with families in ways which can keep a family together. It's about ensuring that children's welfare needs are met and giving parents the opportunity and the skills they need in order to do so. Now that can be from any number of things, from engaging with services such as drug rehabilitation services, maybe counselling services, domestic abuse services, through to basic skills along the lines of budgeting and housekeeping to allow those children living within neglectful households to flourish and thrive through parents having the ability to meet their needs in a safe way. The pre-proceedings element sits at the end of that process. It's the last piece of the safeguarding jigsaw that a local authority has any full control over. And it's the last chance that parents have to work with professionals to demonstrate that they are able to meet their children's needs, and also then to allow a local authority to pull back from its intervention and allow the family that peaceful time on their own. Now, there can be any number of reasons why a family has not been able to work with a local authority or meet the needs through the earlier stages. It could be that they have struggled. It may be that they've not attended with appropriate professionals. They've maybe misjudged how serious the situation is. And if there are extended family members who perhaps don't understand why the situation is as it is, maybe there are grandparents who are heavily involved in the family who just don't see the need for local authority involvement, it can discourage some parents from engaging as fully as possible with those earlier stages. Now, at the pre-proceedings stage, the local authority has satisfied itself that the children are at risk from suffering significant harm, and there needs to be a more formal process in place in order to put the needs of the children right at the heart of parents' thinking. And at the pre-proceeding stage, parents are legally represented. It opens the door to legal aid, and parents have the opportunity to take independent legal advice on the reasons why a pre-proceedings meeting is taking place, and also on the expectations of a local authority. And we'll be looking at the schedule of expectations in next week's masterclass. But for this stage, a local authority, as I say, is satisfied that the children are at risk of suffering significant harm. So parents are not meeting the needs of their children in a way that allows the local authority to reduce its intervention, and certainly doesn't allow a local authority to reduce the level of risk that they feel the children are at. By opening the door to legal aid, it means that parents, for the first time perhaps, get a third party's view on the situation. They have the opportunity to have somebody legally trained to take them through the situation, to attend meetings with them, and to play an active part in those meetings on their behalf. And so they have somebody else to navigate the situation with them. Pre-proceedings, as I say, is the last element that a local authority has any full control over. The process itself takes approximately 3 months and should really take no longer than 6. But if parents are making good progress, then it can be a local authority's decision to extend that process by a further 6 months through to a 12-month period to allow parents the best possible opportunity to have the children remain in their care without the local authority's intervention. It is a serious step and there are hurdles that need to be taken, but the pre-proceedings stage is the time, if ever there was one, that parents really need to interact with the local authority and its partners, such as schools and other professional agencies, than ever before. Until next week, have a great week. Thank you very much.